What's going on, guys? Shawnee Bitcoin's back with another cryptocurrency blockchain update here with Darren from DAppOS. We've been having some healthy conversations on blockchain. Smash that like if you guys enjoy it. Let us know how we can improve our videos if you've been watching. And today we're going to go over a couple of undervalued altcoins, Bitcoin price, a couple different things here. Darren has some news for us.
All right, so I have been looking at some developments here in the East. As you may remember from the last video, I am based in Singapore.
Mhm.
So I am always following the news in Singapore. And it appears that we're a little worried about what's going to happen here in terms of MAS regulations. That's the Monetary Authority of Singapore. MAS regulations that are being proposed. They had proposals in October. There was a comment period through December, and now they're thinking about perhaps going so far as just outright banning DeFi, at least certain functions in DeFi, enough to make it very difficult to operate DeFi like AMMs, and certain liquidity pools will become impossible for Singaporean residents, and maybe they're going to have some extraterritorial jurisdiction on this. They haven't said they're still considering all this, but definitely for Singapore residents, it looks like they're going to curtail DeFi, which is bad for a couple reasons. Singapore is a major center and hub for crypto right now, and we love DeFi. We want the most innovative products, but we do want to protect investors and participants. But I don't think we should do that personally. I don't think we should do that by blanket bans and restrictions on the kind of innovations that can occur. Right? We want disclosure. We want sunlight, best disinfectant, but we don't want things being curtailed. So um, I took a look a little bit at some of the proposals, and I got some help here. So Lavender Owl at CoinDesk she's in the process of publishing an article on a roundup on Singapore. She also talks about Hong Kong and Japan, I think. Um, and the new proposed restrictions may well reduce what you can do with DeFi substantially. And furthermore, it's going to be onerous for fintechs in general. Um, there is a potential risk, these are just some of the quotes, these are potential risk that unlicensed and unregulated service providers become more attractive venues for the general Singapore public to trade digital assets. So it's a little bit chilling here. They haven't come out yet, but for those of us who are watching, we are not encouraged by the trends.
So why are they doing this?
I can't. The thing is like I don't know what I can say about Singapore. I live in Singapore, and it is not a country where you can freely criticize the government. I will say it's very conservative here. I will say that they're very protective of their citizens. That's good, right?
Mhm.
And they're also going to be somewhat protective of fintech. Their fintech industry, although innovative, is centralized. They like centralized banks. They like these sorts of things. I don't think they look. I don't think they look. I think I shouldn't say they. I think from the government's perspective, there's a lot of suspicion towards decentralized finance, and I think that they want to protect their very strong, very developed fintech and banking industries. So it's very easy for them to ban things, especially now after the collapse. Unfortunately, the truth of the matter is that DeFi is actually pretty safe. Most of the DeFi hacks, and there have been DeFi hacks, have been through these bridges, have been connecting projects, and have not been within the protocols themselves. Meanwhile, the big disasters you see are FTX and centralized exchanges. So very unfortunate. but it's not finalized. And hopefully, if some people make some intelligent noise, maybe they'll consider, because Singapore should be a hub for crypto. That's what it should be.
Yeah, I was really thinking that's what it was at that point.
It
I
still
remember
is. Yeah, but I mean, just we're just trying to keep abreast of the situation, and it doesn't look good.
we can honestly say that USA is not really that crypto friendly, because you can't go to you can't go to like a cafe like you could in Thailand or something and like watch the Bitcoin price on the screen and like drink a cup of coffee. That's what I'm hearing that they're doing over there. So I'm like, dang, there's actually a long way we have to go to incorporate crypto into our daily lives. I feel like there's some things that we don't even do over here in the US. Be lucky if you see a Bitcoin ATM.
So we're worried about AMMs. We're worried about DeFi liquidity pools. There are rules on commingling assets. There are rules on staking and restrictions, and we don't know how it's going to shake out. And the final letter of it is going to be very determinative, as well as how they interpret it. So it's hard to say where it's going, but nothing good is coming out of this for DeFi. I think there are going to be some. I should mention there's going to be some other helpful consumer protections. Uh, I don't want to say that everything they're doing is bad. Like there's some good stuff in terms of disclosures, and I think for centralized exchanges, some of these regulations make a lot of sense. Like separate assets for centralized exchanges. But the problem is that DeFi is qualitatively different from centralized. Like it requires different regulation, and grouping them together under digital, what do they call it? DPTs. So that's digital payment tokens is what they call them. DPTs. Classifying everything under this huge umbrella of DPT service provider is a little bit difficult for the most innovative projects of DeFi, which are very excited to tout their features. So that's the news. That's what I have for you today.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I'm sure a lot of Singaporeans are curious about that, to be honest. Right? You in particular, are you worried about that? What'd you say? Oh,
I
Darren.
muted myself. I
Oh,
muted
sorry.
myself.
I was
No,
like,
I am worried. I'm worried about the industry here. I'm worried that a lot of crypto firms like to come here because, let's face it, like the taxes are low. It's great. If you're not American, the personal taxes are extremely low. Obviously, if you're American, you still got to pay the difference to the U.S. I won't go down that road today, but
pay the piper, basically.
for most countries, there's no extraterritorial taxation. So living here is quite good, and running a business here is quite good. But maybe DeFi, there's going to be some complications. So I'll just close and say, if you want to read about this, go to CoinDesk. Lavender Au, it's AU is the last name. She'll have a rundown on not only Singapore, but I think also Hong Kong, and I believe Japan, maybe South Korea.
Appreciate that. Heck yeah, man. All right. So we got Bitcoin here. It's starting to come back into the 22,600 range. Sorry, guys. Let's check out the Surge protocol, because Surge, you got Plague there. You can show them your Plague after. Surge protocol.
I was going to say, are we showing my screen?
I guess we'll do this one first because I mentioned this coin when it was like 0.004, I think. And then it's doing already pretty good. It's only been a couple days since we mentioned it, and I'm actually blown away at this right here. Which I don't know what happened in the last 10 minutes, but before I checked this thing, and I was like, are you kidding me? Hold on. I can't even see what that says. 12.12. 114, I think.
It's point
Look at that.
012. Wow.
I mean, I guess you're right, where you even saw it more than me, that they were solving an important problem. Maybe people are catching on to that, because this doesn't look like it's going to slow down here, bro.
So just to explain just to recapitulate what they're doing, what I said yesterday. So the one of the problems is that if you're from the developer perspective, you get a new coin, it's a great coin, very good coin, you want to release it to the market. The exchanges are going to ask you for a lot of liquidity, and as part of that, they're going to ask you for monies. So, in order to get those monies, you got to go to VCs, and by then, it's like, what's the point? You might as well have a Web2 company. But with something like Surge, and then DAppOS has our own solution for this problem. But something like Surge, their solution is, oh, you don't need to load us with liquidity. You just hook up our smart contract DApp functionality, and we'll tie it to Ethereum and BNB. Boom,
And
and
you
then
got to buy Surge. You got to buy Surge.
on the consumer side, on the investor side, us little guys buying whatever tokens are on there, we're not going to get rugged because Surge protects against that as
Mm,
well. And when Surge was talking when we went to the spaces together, remember, Sean, we went to the
yeah.
spaces. They were talking all about low fees. I don't care. I don't care about low fees. I will pay a premium for a good service, and this promises to be better than Uniswap in quite a few different ways. But I would want to support this project because it's solving a huge problem in the space. We want to get to the point where people can launch coins without having really deep pockets.
Mm. Well, I mean, I was about to say, they would probably be interested in something like DAppOS too, would they not?
Oh well, it's very early. We have to see what they do. We don't partner. Unfortunately, we don't partner with very promising early projects because part of our value statement is that we need to make sure that security isn't compromised. So we need to see
Of
them.
course, of
We need
course.
to see them like drive down. They need to test drive it a little bit, and it's still early. But for investors, I think this is extremely promising.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we got Surge. I'm gonna stop sharing so you can give them a little goods. Um, am I good now? I'm not sharing anymore.
You're not sharing.
All right, cool. But yeah, and we got into that live chart. It looks like, I don't know. I think Bitcoin's gonna go up here. Can't give a prediction, but what do you think? You think we're gonna have a little drop? We're gonna even out for a while?
I am now of the theory, thanks to you and your influence, um, that we're going to have a pullback, and it's going to be on the full moon. So to expect a pullback at February 6th, and no, not financial advice though, but but we're going up. We're going up. We're going to 30, 36, whatever in the medium term.
Mhm.
That's what you think, right?
Yeah, I think it's like one of these, look, straight up, and then one of these. It's like that. Just that might even come back down to like 21, and then go up 20, 21. So, did you also want to, that's the news you had for today, right? That's
I'm done.
okay.
You're telling us about Surge
All right.
and the amazing price action it had since we discussed it. Primarily, you discussed it, Sean, and introduced it for us yesterday. And then I think you were going to talk about there's a
Well,
Spaces we
I
want to
mean,
go
I
to.
mean, yeah, I did introduce it like a week ago too on my YouTube channel. So even before me and you mentioned it, I mentioned it like 3 times in YouTube videos. So, um, definitely people had a chance to get in on that one. I'm sure the Shawnee B Army had a partake in that one. uh, but we'll see what happens, dude. I don't know. Um,
It's it's generally a little more bullish. This is either a bright spot in the bear market or it's the very tail end of the bear market and we're transitioning.
I'm surprised, man. I
Um,
check all my other cryptos, they're down, and I check Surge and it's like up 3 times.
well,
Four,
Surge is it's a baby coin. It's a
yeah.
baby project. It's got no market cap. It just hit a million, a little more than a million.
Yep, it did just hit a million market cap, which is strange.
It's very early for that project.
All right, look what else we got. So I wanted to show you guys this one coin. It's called Opulus. Here's Saito, sorry. Opulus. Down today, which I like. Just look at that. The last 30 days.
It's on sale.
It's on sale because I'll tell you why. This
Is this
coin
the
is
90-day?
this is 180 day right here. And then so they were at 15 cents. Now they're at 10, but they were at $1. That's where they came out at Opulus. So this is, let's see if we can go into their website. Algorand ecosystem. We don't care about that. Opulus.org. Built for creators, driven by investors. NFT sales.
Oh, is
Opal,
that music?
yes. Opal token. We're building our ecosystem with Opul at the center of everything we do. Buy and stake Opul to get early access to upcoming sorry, it's hard for me to say, MFTs and other exclusive benefits. All right, what we do, Opulus Launchpad, you can buy MFTs to support the artists you love and earn a share of the music rewards. Opulus Exchange, trade your NFTs with other fans and investors to build a lucrative portfolio of music. Music advances, invest or take music advances backed by future rewards, a new and fairer funding option for artists. Let's check out the light paper because this is something
Light paper.
um, Opulus, built for creators, driven by investors. You guys already seen that. Music industry revenue. The recorded music market revenue is projected to grow organically from 26 billion in 2021, an increase of 18.5% versus 2020 to 45 billion in 2030. So they're basically trying to capture a portion of this music revenue.
Oh, I like that. I like their mission.
Exactly. The problem is $30 billion in yearly music royalty revenue is currently only available for investment by big players like major labels, banks, and funds.
Bring it back to the artists. Give the artists power.
Exactly. Artists lack good funding options for their career despite having stable royalty income. And this is so true. Like, if you see what happened with what's happening with all the artists in hip hop, they're getting like destroyed by their contracts. Kanye started to mention that, but people think he's crazy. The solution, Opulus utilizes blockchain technology and opens up participation in music copyright for all. We offer quick access to funding for artists when they need it. This is the important part, guys. We offer quick access to funding for artists when they need it, along with the possibility of increased music revenue and a deeper connection with the music fans and our members. This is critical. MFT ecosystem. Opulus mint MFTs, music fungible tokens, that entitles members to rewards via our unique staking pools. Okay. Buy MFTs from the Opulus Launchpad, stake MFTs on the Opulus dashboard, trade MFTs on the Opulus exchange. What are MFTs? The music fungible token is the first of its kind to combine the power of blockchain technology with the music royalties, offering rewards for its members. Each MFT drop has its own staking pool in which the buyers can lock their tokens and collect rewards generated by the music release. Stake and collect your music rewards, receive exclusive perks, trade fractions of the dollar. Product. What do you have to say about this, Darren?
I'm just taking it all in. This is not
Opulus,
something I was familiar with at all.
yeah,
Um,
I started looking
I
into.
like the mission and I like what they're trying to do. It's always good when the mission, it looks like a real product with utility. It's solving a problem, which is that artists have to go through all these middlemen and we're weeding out good talent. And the people who should be weeding out the talent are the listeners, not the
Well, think about it
suits.
like this. This is how I think about it, right? Let's say you just signed an artist for like, and you gave them, or you signed a big artist, like you're part of a music company, a label, and you sign a big artist. But that artist doesn't get to feel like he's actually signed, you know? If you have a community, if you have people that are, the person can interact with, like, an icon where the person says he's, part of this label and actually is an whole experience, it's a different way to sign somebody. Um, and that's how it should be feel to get signed, is you have all these things at your disposal now as an artist where they help you kind of advance. Okay, Opulus offers users three kinds of assets. Single assets, singles, EPs, and albums are offered as exclusive deals with individual artists. Royalty Vault, music catalogs are acquired and offered as O-Vault. Music advances, provide or take a music advance backed by future royalties, a new and fairer funding option for artists. There's Lil Pump, if you guys know. He's a hip hop artist from Miami. Uh, Single assets. Our recent MFT campaigns have exceeded expectations. In tandem with our sales, we offered exclusive NFT artwork with exciting tiered VIP perks, depending on the buyer's level of investment. A Little Pump and Soldier Boy, I guess you can get their NFT for like 500,000. So they're doing, yeah, these MFTs too, which is crazy. Um, Perks include artwork NFTs, fan experiences, exclusive merch, event tickets, and many more.
I have a
That's
question.
Go
What are
ahead.
these prices? Is that for the
Well, I guess that's for fans that are creating these NFTs for the artists. And I guess the artists get a royalty of those NFTs. You know what I mean? Even though, let's say a
yeah.
fan creates an NFT of you, the artist is linked back to it. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Royalty Vault. Opulus is perfectly positioned to find the acquired lucrative music catalogs. Our industry-leading team has the inside knowledge, decades of experience, and close contacts needed to identify profitable catalogs for Royalty Vault. We got Jay Moore, who's the Chief Investment Officer. Ditto Music, renowned music distributors, publishing and record label companies that has pulled in over $1 billion in revenue from over 500,000 musicians worldwide. Ditto has over 100 expert staff in more than 20 countries across 6 continents, sorry, discovering and processing both new and historic music catalogs.
Okay, okay. I think I've seen enough. Where
Yeah,
can I buy? Where can I buy
yeah.
Oculus?
KuCoin, thank God.
Oh,
My
right
favorite
there.
exchange.
KuCoin.
Yeah. And
Easy.
I was gonna pick it up way earlier, but hey, that's what happens, guys. With a good project, we'll just kick you right in the ass, and you gotta somehow get in. But
Gotta have capital.
yep.
And if you went down with the market, you may not have so much scratch.
But I mean, if they are really building what they're building, Darren, that should be a long road, and they should, be a slow climber as they start to gain more artists and actually, create.
All-time high was $7.50, and now we're at 10.
That is true. I didn't even
E-
really notice that. Was that
Even
what?
if it even if it goes up to only half that amount, that's pretty damn good.
720. Yeah, exactly. So it needs a
What's the volume looking
it needs like
like right now?
it needs a not a 10x, it needs 70x to get
Well,
back.
17.5 million market cap.
Wait a minute. So
It's still quite small.
what was this market cap right here? It was 140. It was 154 million. Right here it is 16. All right. 10x. Tripping. I don't know. So what else we got? Let's check out the top gainers real quick. See if you see anything we like. That was Opulus, guys. Opulus.
Clash of Lilliput. I don't know what that is, but I love the name.
Loop.
Excuse me.
Low trading volume. Super low.
Hmm.
That's a good chart though. That thing's gonna fucking go nuts. Gonna explode. Excuse my French. Alliance block. A lot of people are really bullish on Alliance block, bro. Lots of people.
There's DYDX. And then there's Opulus.
4Tube. What's 4Tube? Is this a new YouTube thing?
I have no clue.
Wow.
Whoa.
4Tube.
Yo. Yo.
We'll
Look at
see
that.
if we get it. Binance.
Binance.
Binance Mexi. Let's see what 4Tube is though. Let's check it out. That force protocol. No, that ain't it. 4Tube. Is this like an exchange? Yeah, it is. Borrow, earn.
Is this a DEX?
Deposit amount, borrowing amount, total value locked. It's a borrow market, I guess. Rigorous risk control. Interesting. Let's look this up.
I'm gonna have to look at this now as a DEX. I have to pay close
Here we
attention
go.
to such things.
I'm not gonna look at all of it, but let's just try to see what it is. Introduction to. Oh man, stupid YouTube thing. We got 10 minutes left, guys. Let's see if we can figure out what 4Tube is by the end of this video. Token economic introduction for 4Tube. Okay. In 2020, DeFi became the most popular star in the crypto ecosystem. Total value locked in DeFi has exceeded 60 billion and the number of users has exceeded 1 million. 4Tube V1 was officially launched on the ETH mainnet in 2019 after continuous product. Oh, they don't even spell continuous right.
Yeah, but that's a spell check typo because continues is a valid.
Okay.
That's not a big deal.
After continuous product iterations and stable operation, 4Tube has now become one of the world's leading DeFi lending platforms, providing safe and efficient liquidity solutions for the global market. With security as the core concept, 4Tube has created an offline security audit mode and passed the audit of 3 major security companies, namely Certic, which is really good, Pecksheet, and Slow Mist.
That dash between off and line bothers me more than the typo.
In practice, 4Tube perceived the following problems to improve DeFi products: single fund pool, token economic model and platform governance, security control, and community construction. Well, I had no idea what this was, so let's check out what the market cap is real quick. $12 million. Really small.
I thought it said it has 60 million total value locked, but the current total value locked is just under 2 million.
Yeah.
It's been a rough market, bear market.
Yeah, I mean their chart looks really good, right? Because they didn't really. What is it at right now? 12 cents. What was this?
Interesting.
Oh
Usually
no,
see this
they're not at 12 cents. They're at 2 cents. I'm tripping. 2 cents. Okay.
99 cents.
Yeah. Well, basically, people might want to look into this one, and we'll go over it in the next couple videos. So let me
Potentially.
yeah, potentially. I'm gonna go back to the Bitcoin chart real quick. Just give an update before we gotta go.
I got a project for us. I
Oh,
want to
okay, you
show.
do? You didn't tell me that.
I
All right,
did.
go ahead.
You gotta enable screen sharing.
All right.
I've got a project. It's called. I'm just gonna say it right for the first time, but then I'm gonna say it the way I like to say it. They're called the Plague NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not a big NFT guy, but I don't know what it is I find compelling about. There, this is. I had up the. Here we go. So you can find these. I just want to show you the NFTs themselves. These
Mm-hmm.
are what they look like. The Plague. They are not Pepe's, but they're these badass frog creatures, and you can see the price range. This is OpenSea, obviously, and this is the medium here, the plague.medium.com, and they have this thing called earn to earn. This is one thing I want to get into because I'd like to see more of these kind of things. Um, this allows you this allows the Plague NFT project to pay you for promoting the project. The idea is that in order to keep community around, you have to reward people for actually doing work for the project. So this keeps people in it, and it doesn't fall off the face of the earth after like kind of a fad period. But I think NFTs are here to stay. I see a lot of people using the NFTs as avatars and such on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
and Web2. So I don't know that I would be as worried as he is about the project dropping off. But he's very concerned. He's looking to the future. He talks a lot about sustainability on his Twitter, and he's got this earn to earn. And one more thing, I want to show you this. He claims that 80% of the frogs have been staked. So it's a very active project, very popular. There you go. Very, very visually appealing. I like the whole aesthetic.
Yeah, yeah, definitely good aesthetic.
So go ahead and follow the plug at the plug NFT. Follow him on Twitter, and then
It's exciting to see how freaking people are gonna evolve with NFTs and figure out new, creative use cases. Who knows what's gonna happen, right? In the next
well,
10
the
years.
earn to earn idea is you need to promote the project, and they're actually it's a little formal. There actually seem to be KPIs like you have to do so much retweeting or something in a month to get rewards. The way I understood it, but perhaps we should have a guest on to talk about that who's promoting earn to earn at some point.
Hmm.
But I just think the whole concept is interesting, worthy of our attention. And those, I like the style of the plug. I like the aesthetic. I like the frogs, but they're not Pepe, so
Yeah,
they're family friendly.
definitely.
Because Pepe is a bit polarizing.
Hmm. Yeah,
You show up in the wrong place with a Pepe, and they think certain things.
yeah, they want to kill you and shit.
Maybe
But
that's an American thing. Maybe the rest of the world doesn't know what I'm talking about. But
yeah, but if you guys have any other altcoins you guys want us to cover that you think are interesting that we haven't heard, let us know in the comments. We only got
this
like
has been another episode of Cryptocracy. We're
crypto.
going with it. We've got no comments
Exactly.
one way or the other. So this is another episode of Cryptocracy, and we hope to have more for you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Have a good day, guys. Smash that like, leave a nice comment. Have a good day. Peace out.